Hey everyone, Brian again, author of Side Hustling for Working Adults, and today I'm going to talk about List Building Lifestyle by Igor Kheifets. My copy is dated 2019. I bought this book about a year ago, but I didn't start reading it until recently, after I finished reading my own book. Now I'm just going to cut right to the chase. Three big takeaways that I got from this book right here. Three big takeaways is one, the first one is have the right hook for the right audience. Now, some authors, some entrepreneurial writers talk about how if you're gonna start a side hustle, you should start with the product first and then find the audience for that. And some argue the other way around, that if you start with the audience, you can find the right product for the audience later. But with the size of the planet, I think it doesn't matter which of the two you choose as long as you get started. However, Igor argues that you should start with the audience first, find the problems that they face, and then offer a solution. Because if you do that, then it's kind of a soft proof of concept already that the solution that you offer will get accepted. The second big takeaway that I got from the book is that if you're gonna do email marketing, if you're gonna talk to your audience, what are you gonna talk about? You're gonna talk about that which they really want to hear. And what do they want to hear? Well, what do people normally want to hear? They want to hear about themselves, and they want to hear about their own problems, not yours. The market doesn't care about you or your hopes, your dreams. It cares about what it wants, and nothing else really. So Igor found that his conversion rates improved quite a bit by focusing and discussing on what problems that his audience faces. Third big takeaway that I got from the book, was to build your own ladder and climb it. Now, many of us who've decided to begin a side hustle, we chose to do so because we got tired of climbing someone else's ladder, right? Tired of our job, tired of our boss. We didn't like him or her. He was a horrible person. It just work sucked. No matter how hard I tried, and it's not like I got paid anymore. Really, it depends on what it is you do, right? But for many, that seems to be the case. Well, if you're going to start a side hustle and the goal is freedom, you should make sure that the hustle does in fact lead to freedom. Now, if you exchange change this ladder for yet another ladder, you're still chasing someone else's ladder instead of your own. So how do we? What's an example of that he identifies, that Igor Kheifets identifies? One is trying to learn Google and Facebook and learn those platforms. And you can probably get really good at those platforms. And many people do. One of the last books I read recently was by Brendan Kane, who's a huge fan of Facebook advertising. And it's what he uses to grow his following into 1 million within 30 days. Sounds remarkable, but given his level of skill, he knows how to do it, and he uses Facebook to do it. For the rest of us, it's another way of climbing someone else's ladder, because eventually, Facebook is going to change its algorithms, Google's going to change its algorithms, and just slap you down, right? Because that's what it does. It has to keep things fresh for its users, for its customers, for the experience that it aims to give people who use Google and Facebook, for example. And it probably runs contrary to yours as an advertiser, as a marketer, or as a vendor, at least somewhat, right? Now, if you can align with their mission, then fantastic. It'll make it that much easier to succeed on those platforms. However, what Igor argues is that email marketing lets you build your own ladder, lets you climb your own ladder as well, because it's your platform, right? It's your list, and you wouldn't have to worry about someone else, giving you the Google slap or the Facebook slap or the equivalent of. So anyway, those are the three big takeaways that I got from the book. And again, they were. Jesus, I'm running a blank here. They were what I discussed, right? Right hook, right bait. Second one was talk about your audience's problems, and the third one is climb your own ladder and build it. And having said that, the next book I'm going to read is The Cost of Loyalty by Tim Bakken. It's consistent with the theme in my book, which is it's militarily themed, but it's in back in, as you can tell by the title, explores a theme that if you're a veteran, you understand, right? That the military tends to value loyalty more than it does integrity, and it leads to just incredible frustrations. In fact, I had a boss one time who used to say that rule number one is to do what your boss says. Well, what if your boss says some really stupid shit, right? Loyalty would compel you to just follow it anyway. And for those of us who, what do you call it, who have few other options as far as ways to feed our family, I mean, what are you going to do, right? You're going to have to follow it. Maybe, depending on how stupid that shit is, right? All right. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later, and I'll let you know how this book goes. Take it easy.